Good evening and welcome to Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. This is Tim Nichols and
Sean Duffy. Hello!
It's championship night for Barron Cup 2, the White Division. Tonight, the Kenston Bombers and the Strongsville Mustangs will face off, and one of them will skate home with the championship in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League's White Division.
It's sure to be a good matchup with these two teams, as both these teams are probably the odds-on favorite in the White Division, with the exception possibly of a big upset by Strongsville with this upset of CVCA on Friday night.
Yeah, Strongsville yesterday came out, and for the fourth time this season, they matched up with CVCA, but the first time since late December. CVCA had won all three of the prior matchups, but yesterday, 2 goals in the third period and a come-from-behind victory put the Strongsville Mustangs in the championship game tonight against Kenston. And oh, what a season the Bombers have had.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been dominant all season, only losing 1 game, 3 ties all year, going for their 30th victory tonight, and that 30th victory will lead to a Barron Cup 2 championship.
But don't expect a mismatch tonight. Strongsville and Kenston have played 2 times this year, once in the second game of the season, a game which Kenston defeated Strongsville by a score of 7-5. And then they played an absolute classic earlier in January on the 5th at the Pond, a game that was 5-5 at the end of 2 periods, and then somehow went 19 minutes without a goal until Troy Cray sent everybody home almost on January 6th. It was so late.
Ooh. With
a 6-5 game winner in overtime. So twice this season, Strongsville has put 5 in the back of the net against these Kenston Bombers. So the Kenston goaltender Nick Svoboda will have to stand tall tonight to make sure his Bombers win that 30th game.
Yeah, and looking at both of these teams, they're no stranger to this championship game. Strongsville being in the championship just 2 years ago when they lost to WRA, and the Kenston Bombers, again, used to playing in tough situations. It's going to be a great game for the Kenston Bombers and the Strongsville Mustangs.
The Bombers have 2 players with more than 120 points. Troy Cray and Gavin Rowell have just had an outstanding season, but if you look past them and you try and stop them, they've got a host of others in J.C. Pustai and Reese Newfer and others that are just as dangerous. But on the other side, Brett Kappel, 5 goals against this Kenston Bomber team this season, and then Will Grozen, he's got a powerful shot, and those two can make some things happen tonight for Strongsville.
And the only way you're going to be able to see this is being on our YouTube page where you're watching right now. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Make sure you get the notifications bell. Follow us on Twitter, as we'll be updating it live as well if you can't tune in live on our YouTube page. And as always, please send us a shout out. Let us know how we're doing in the comments.
It's Kenston, the 3 seed, Strongsville, the 5 seed, for the Barron Cup 2 championship, coming up next on Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. Welcome back to Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. This is Tim Nichols along with
Sean Duffy. Hello.
Hello, Sean.
Hello.
And hello to Ed Dick. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Tim Nichols, I'm sitting in.
Yes.
From CBCA Livestream.
We had to go to the bullpen and pull out Tim to cover tonight's game.
Ed will be back tomorrow. Right now they're doing the starting lineups, and after that they're going to have the ceremonies to honor the All-Stars. And so we're going to go to audio from the public address announcer and be back with you in a few moments.
Introducing the Strongsville Mustangs. In goal, number 30, Cole Clark. On the fence, number 12, Will Rosen. On the fence, number 21, Michael Galchik. At center, number 15, Brett Campbell. And number 12, Randy Hackenmuller. And upling, number 6, Jackson Niedermeyer. And the rest of the Strongsville varsity hockey team. Mustangs are coached by Mr. Schweiger. Our regional captains are Mr. Jason Young, Mr. Michael Lane, and Mr. Michael Vasquez. At this time, I'd like to introduce the White Division All-League team. Signing on honorable mentions. White South, Kent Roosevelt, Brad Sims. On the A-line, Grant Petroselli. On the A-line, Colin Nilsson. On Lakewood, Tanner Constantine. On Loretta Catholic, Jake Brown. Wake North, from Kenston, Nick Swoboda. From Stowe, Hayden Freeman. From CBCA, Caleb Moser. From Strongsville, Michael Galchik. From Barbosa, Dylan Geraldo. Our second team, White South. From Avon Lake, Nick LaProvis. From Avon Lake, Brady Dibble. From Kent Roosevelt, Alex Geist. From Avon, Jake Zurowski. From Avon, Colin Schneider. From Loretta Catholic, Charlie Grimes. From Lakewood, Ronan Johnson. White North. From CBCA, Noah Geneva. From CBCA, Alex Stockmeyer. From Kenston, Tommy Moores. From Kenston, Luke Beck. From Stowe, Alicia Simpson. From Strongsville, Will Rosen. From Strongsville, Jackson Niedermeyer. From Barbosa, David Dowery. Robert Bernstein, from White South. From Avon Lake, Cooper Nilsson. From Avon Lake, Brady Ballerini. Kent Roosevelt, Alex Sims. Kent Roosevelt, Teddy Macarone. From Avon, Corey Thompson. From Loretta Catholic, Andrew Post. From the White North, CBCA, Court Stockmeyer. CBCA, Eli Parada. From Kenston, Troy Gray. From Kenston, Evan Rao. And for Stowe, Mason Chalene. And for Strongsville, Brett Campbell. And our White Division Coach of the Year, Mr. Wade Nelson from Avon Lake. Congratulations to all. Now, at this time, I ask everybody, please remove all caps and stand for the flag of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio. The All-Star selections honored in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League White divisions before the start of this Barron Cup Championship of Barron Cup 2. This is Tim Nichols along with Sean Duffy, and we're expecting quite a game tonight.
Absolutely, Tim, and we would be remiss if we did not mention our great sponsors, starting off with Ray Felton State Farm. If you're not satisfied with your current insurance provider or have not looked at a comparable rate, please reach out to Ray Felton State Farm at 234-284-2996 or go to his website, rayfelton.com. RRT Productions, whether you're hosting a corporate event, wedding, conference, concert, or any other special gathering, our comprehensive range of services will exceed your expectations and elevate your event to new heights. Visit rrt-productions.com and to see what we can do for you. Hand-built leather goods. Leather goods built for life, made by hand in the USA. Some of the best quality around, made by a U.S. veteran. Check out their website at www.handbuiltleather.com. And Troutland Entertainment. Be sure to reach out to them at 330-414-4261 or email them at troutlandent@gmail.com.
Thanks very much, Sean. We're ready to go. Starting lineups tonight for the Strongsville Mustangs. Jackson Niedermeyer, a senior. Will Grozen and Brett Capel, another pair of seniors. Brady Eichmiller, a sophomore. Michael Gauchik, a fourth senior. And Cole Clark, a sophomore. For the Kenston Bombers, it's Tommy Moores on defense. Charlie McBride also on defense. Gavin Rowell and Troy Cray, as well as Luke Mack up the forwards. And in goal, Nick Swoboda. Puck is dropped down, and Barron Cup 2 is underway, the championship game. And quickly it's sent in on goal, and a save right out of the gate by the goaltender Cole Clark off of Gavin Rowell's blade. He dumps it back down low, and Kenston with pressure right out of the start of the game here.
Kenston known for pressure, as they were able to force a lot of early goals in all of their games. Looking to see if they can continue that trend here.
Both teams, the one-goal victory, though, last night, and the first save of the night by the Kenston goaltender, Nick Swoboda. The Bombers wearing their classy white tops with Kenston light powder blue bottoms, and the white helmets, powder blue numerals ensconced in red for the Strongsville Mustangs. Black numerals, white outlines. Shot, and it's loose behind the net. A major chance right there, almost misplayed. In fact, it was, but he lived to tell about it by the goaltender Clark. Almost an opportunity for an early 1-0 lead. The Bombers continue to pressure. Rowell sent it to the near side corner. It's dug out there. And rubbed out of that play was number 22, Luke Mack. But right back in it comes. And the pace of this game, the Mustangs are going to have to catch up real fast. Now, again, we said before in the pregame that was another save is made on a long shot against Clark. That they've put 5 on this team twice, but they cannot turn it over like that in the defensive zone. Shot and a save off the blocker, rather the pad down low for the goaltender Clark. And now a build-out for the Mustangs. Long shot over the net of Swoboda into the near side corner. Centering pass up to the point, but knocked out and sent right back in by the Mustangs' Will Grozen. What a start we've had already, huh? Catch your breath, get ready to go.
We're barely a minute and a half into this, and I feel like we're in the third period with a minute and a half left to go.
13:23 officially left to go early on in the first period. Face-off in the offensive zone for the Mustangs. And Kenston sends it out to neutral ice, but it's sent right back in by Grozen. Into the near side corner. Sent up. Not out.
The near side
and finally out to neutral ice. Grozen again puts a long shot over the goaltender. On the far side, finds a teammate, a sharp-angled shot. Knocked behind the net, and now it's loose up to the point. Grozen fires, and a save by Swoboda. Great
save there by Swoboda, because, again, Strongsville coming hard right now early in the game as they're pressuring a lot on the Kenston defense.
Both sides coming hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're glad you've joined us tonight. The first game tonight, the Normandy Invaders won the championship of Barron Cup 3 in a 4-2 victory over Westlake. Here, it's Troy Cray with a shot wide and high. far side long rebound up to the point, kept in by Ali Stefansson only for a moment, and out it comes. And penalty going to be called.
Ooh,
little
early
extracurricular
penalty.
activity, and interference is the call. Ali Stefansson's going to argue her case, but
The trip to the sin bin, and this trip to the sin bin brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Visit their website at handbuiltleather.com.
so the first power play opportunity of the night goes to the Strongsville Mustangs, and a face-off to the right of Nick Svoboda with 12:35 to go in the first period. Early, D to D. Down low, it's Eichmiller. He's falls down. The puck comes back to a Mustang, centered, and Grozen wanted to line up but couldn't quite set the shot up, so he stops and pauses. Player goes down in front for the Mustangs. 5-on-4 power play opportunity. Eichmiller shoots loose in front and cleared out of harm's way. Another penalty coming, and this one is against Kenston again. It's a trip and a 5-on-3 early on. A big chance now for Strongsville.
And as always, this trip to the sin bin brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Be sure to visit their website, handbuiltleather.com. Check out their amazing assortment of leather-made goods.
So here's an interesting one. The Kenston Bombers have only given up 9 power play goals this season.
Well, they find themselves in a 5-on-3 situation here. I believe that the number may increase.
3 of those power play goals have been scored by the Strongsville Mustangs. Set you up there, didn't I?
There you did. You certainly did.
5-on-3 for 1:31. Puck is controlled for the moment by Strongsville in the corner. Dubsky, Eric Dubsky, his first touch or first mention of the contest into the near side quarter. Centering pass down low, shot and a save by Svoboda. A diving save by the goaltender
Holy
to keep
cow.
it scoreless.
That's a great save by Svoboda.
And
Bailed out his team on that one.
The Mustangs clear it, or rather the Bombers clear it out, and the Mustangs will reset with the 5-on-3 power play. They'll dump it in and chase. Far side and send back to the near side by Kenston. Dug out. A sharp angled shot goes off the side of the net. Sent back up to the top side. Rhett Kappel, cross ice. Will Grozen skates into the circle, shoots, and was looking actually to pass on that play to the backside corner.
So far,
It was knocked
Kenston
away.
doing a great job keeping the puck, not really but from rebounds there from.
There's another shot, loose in front, and score! 1-0. The Mustangs strike first
Matter of time there.
on the 5-on-3. The initial save was made by Svoboda, but it dropped down, and we'll see who got it. It looks like it was number 15. That's Brett Kappel. They call him the hitman, and he got another.
Hey, with good reason, too, because he's able to score goals at will, seems like.
Check that, it's Eichmiller.
Oh, Eichmiller,
Kappel
okay.
went through the line first, but Eichmiller gets credit for the goal. The power play continues. 5-on-4 now, 1-0. Strongsville early. Near side, into the circle. Again, looking for a backdoor pass. Instead, it's sent to the far side corner. The Mustangs with 1 power play goal, looking for another. On the near side, they change positions. Grozen tries to dump it down low. It's poked up and now cleared by Kenston with 18 seconds to go on the penalty.
Good job by Kenston clearing that puck, eating up some time in this power play.
I don't think we mentioned it was Gavin Rowell who's in the box on the trip. So here's a centering pass, shot, and a score!
Wow!
A second power play goal, this one by Christian Smith, and it's 2-0 just 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the contest.
If you're Kenston, you're kind of a little bit in shock right now, given the fact you had those 2 penalties back-to-back and giving up goals on both power plays.
9 power play goals given up on the entire season. They were 70 for 79 coming into the tournament. Now they're 70 for 81. And the Strongsville Mustangs, just the perfect start. They couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, you couldn't really for Strongsville. They got to keep this pressure up. But on the flip side, Kenston needs to find a way to kind of fight back and hit back as we come into this 10 minutes left in the first period.
Well, the Bombers have plenty of firepower, no pun intended. And certainly a lot of time to come back. But we did mention that Strongsville has had no problem scoring on this team. Here's another shot from the blue line, pushed aside by Swoboda.
Capital alone has had 5 goals against Kenston in games they played.
That's right. So the barrage continues, a shot in by Jackson Niedermeyer and covered by Swoboda.
And you got to believe Strongsville's going to try and feed off this momentum right now. They're 2 goals up. It's early in the first period. You want to impose your will a little bit. Maybe get Kenston thinking, oh, are we out of this yet or something like that. Good for Strongsville, but Kenston's got to find a way to respond here.
Well, you don't win 29 games without some certain talent
exactly
and capitalizing on opportunity. So down 2 goals. The Bombers have been there before. They were down 3-1 going into the third period against Avon Lake earlier this year. All they did was score 5 goals in the third period and win going away 6-3. They did that a couple times. So certainly they're never out of it. And here comes Rowell. He's going to shoot, and a save. Ooh. And a cover by the goaltender, Cole Clark.
Cole Clark there made the initial save. Thought he was going to freeze it, and it actually bounced off him right back in there, and he jumped on top of it to avoid a rebound shot there that was coming hard for Kenston.
Don't blink. Action end-to-end. Face off to the right of Clark. Rowell. His shot is knocked down, but goes to the goal. It's pushed out, still loose in front. And settled down, and another shot goes high. Strongsville tries to clear, but cannot. It's sent down low again by Cray. Rowell on the rebound. That's knocked aside and then taken by one of the Mustangs. Flicked up off the glass to center ice, sent right back in, delayed offside against the Bombers, and Kenston will try and build out with it. They do. And here comes Brett Kappel. He's already got one. Kappel Deeks gets in, he shoots, and just missed the net.
Nifty move there.
Strongsville has won 11 of their last 13 contests. They kind of teetered a bit in the early part of the season, but once they got going, and it was right after that overtime loss to these Kenston Bombers, they really went on a run. 11 of 13, and if they can make it 12 of 14, they're going to raise the cup.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously that's what you want out of any team, is to be peaking at this time of the year, because this is when you need to be peaking and playing your best.
They win the face-off. The shot is wide of the goal. Niedermeyer, another teammate down there digging it out. And a big hit in the corner. No call. Still kept in, sent back down low. Good pressure from the Mustangs so far.
Bomber fans want a penalty for interference, no penalty called.
Yeah, that's true. Tell you what, it's a little hard to pick up the numbers that are just the black on black outlined in white. So we're doing our best to call it early and get adjusted. Certainly no problem picking out the numbers. And here's a 17. That was J.C. Pustayo, had a hat trick earlier this week, putting a shot just wide.
Kenston putting the pressure right now on Clark, or trying to.
Strongsville will send it up the boards. Kept in for the moment and now sent out to center ice. 1-on-1. Eric Dubsky. Little physicality right there as he touches up. Out to center ice, controlled by Brady Eichmiller. Cross ice, he gets it to Kappel. Kappel skates behind the net. He's got a pair in front. Sent it to the left point. It's shot in and knocked down. Still controlled by Strongsville. Back to the left point once again. Now to the near side. Settled down and centering pass. Niedermeyer bodied up against the boards, but dug out still, and a chance deflected high and into the netting. Actually off the glass as it came down and just avoided the netting. It was Brady Eichmiller who sent it in. 6:54 to go, first period, 2-0 Strongsville. A pair of power play goals, one on a 5-on-3 and the second one on the subsequent 5-on-4. Shot in and saved by the goaltender for the Mustangs, Cole Clark. Stoppage at 6:45 to go, period number 1.
Strongsville doing a really good job limiting opportunities in their own scoring zone right now. Not allowing a lot of rebounded passes, although Clark has had some issues holding onto the puck and trying to freeze it.
Face-off will be to Clark's right. And just like last night, and here's a chance, shot on the short side. That was Cray. He tries to center. Ricochets out in front. I was going to say that Strongsville won a lot of the faceoffs last night against CVCA, and that allowed them to control a lot of the game. As there's a shot in and deflected off the glove of Svoboda.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. I've struggled with his name all season long, and apologies to his family and to him. We'll work it out. There's another save by Clark. This one goes in wide on him. 6:09 to go. 2-0 lead early for the Mustangs. Another chance. Pustai and a glove save by Clark.
Good job there by Clark.
He flashed that glove, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. Pustai had a really good look at it, too.
So both sides change up. 6:01 to go in the first period.
As you mentioned, Pustai had a hat trick in the game that we covered
earlier this week.
Earlier
right?
this week, yeah.
Against Avon.
Against Avon, yep.
Face off. Back to the blue line. Dumped down low by Tommy Moores, the defenseman, son of the head coach. And unable to keep it in as it trickles all the way back into the defensive zone. Moores will collect it. Angles it up off the boards. Finds Pustai. Pustai, quick pass. He was looking for Stefanson. Got by her, and around the boards it goes. Shot comes in. Clark sticks it aside. Sent up by Luke Mack. But taken away by the Bombers. And it comes out to center ice. Moores dumps it right back in. The Bombers touch up. Gives a moment for Strongsville to clear the zone, but they'll dump it right back in and retreat.
5:15 left here in the first period. Strongsville with a 2-0 lead over Kenston.
And now the Bombers will try and build out once again.
Oh.
Poke checked away and turned over, but good defense right there. And Kenston takes it right back. 4:57, so under 5 minutes. Bombers looking for their first goal, down a pair. Good job at the blue line. And just feathered forward. And back to center ice and dumped right back in wide of the goaltender, Svoboda. Mustangs will change up. It gives a chance for a rush for the Bombers. Luke Mack has it poked away. And it's dumped right back down low by Cray. Behind the net. Mustangs control. Sent forward. And skating past it is Niedermeyer. He'll lose it. Sent right back out for Luke Mack. Mack pokes at it. A little unsettled action right now. Angled pass finds Niedermeyer. He'll kick it forward into the corner. And then he'll have a battle with Charlie McBride. McBride wins that battle and sends it forward to Mack. Mack cannot clear the zone, however.
Really
right back
play.
up, and here comes a chance for Kenston with some space onside into the offensive zone, and a penalty coming in.
Yo! Score!
They'll wipe that penalty right off the board because Luke Mack puts it in the back of the net.
Wow.
2-1.
That was insane. Great follow by Mack. He was right outside the crease and made him pay for it. Fantastic goal there by Mack.
Mack found the puck to come to his blade in the slot and fired it home. There was a delayed penalty coming, but because of the goal, it is wiped away. No trip to the sin bin.
We'll still throw handbuiltleather.com a shout. Make sure you go to their website, handbuiltleather.com.
Time of the goal, 11 minutes and 16 seconds, so 3:44 remains in the first period, and it's 2-1.
And that's a good answer there by Kenston coming into the latter part of this first period. You'd like to see them maybe equalize this going into the intermission.
You would if you were a Kenston Bombers fan.
Absolutely, yeah.
Speak for yourself if you're a Strongsville Mustang fan.
That's true. The Strongsville Mustang fans are probably thinking,
let's get another.
Well, yeah, let's get one more. Gavin Rowell on the assist.
So Mack from Rowell, and a turnover, a chance in front, a good defensive play, and I believe that might have been Stefanson. It was, who put her body on the ground and stopped that from a potential shot on goal. Allie Stefanson's a former goaltender in youth hockey, so no concern with her diving on the ground and stopping a puck.
She knows how to put her body between the puck and the net.
That she does. Closing it down, 3 minutes to go here, a 2-1 game. Here comes another chance in the offensive zone for the Bombers. They center. That was Cray looking for Rowell. It's poked away. Cray trying to get it back, and he'll win it in the far side corner. You don't want to give him a lot of time. He'll cycle it down low. It's poked away, and another penalty coming.
Wow.
And this one's going to go on Strongsville.
Ooh.
And it looks like a high stick is the call, and into the sin bin will go Sebastian Hood.
And this trip to the sin bin brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Be sure to visit their website and view all their amazing products at handbuiltleather.com.
28.9% is the conversion percentage for these Kenston Bombers on the power play. 26 power play goals on the season. And they'll have a 5-on-4 man advantage here with 2:44 to go.
Yeah.
Face off to the left of Clark, won by Strongsville, and they clear. Kenston will bring it right back into the zone, but offsides.
Yeah.
A little too eager was Gavin Rowell.
Gavin Rowell was thinking goal there, and his mate was not on sides at that point.
68 goals this season. He's always thinking goal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Although 52 assists to go along with it. He's an all-around player, Gavin Rowell. Luke Mack's got a goal. He gains the zone, and he's in the corner. Feathers it around the boards, looking for Rowell. Rowell has it, back to Mack. Now he tries to send it back up to Rowell. There's some pressure, and it's gloved down. Rowell's going to get it back, line up on a forehand, just wide, and that's going to give an opportunity with no one at the left point for the Mustangs to clear.
124 remaining in the power play for Kenston.
And the Bombers, they see Eric Dubsky doing a good job on defense against them. As the Bombers struggling at the moment to build it out with 1:05 to go on the penalty time, 1:45 to go in the first period. Now Mack, long cross-ice pass, but not played very well and sent right back out by Gavin Kern. So Rowell gains his own again, but poke checked away. Ooh. They do get it on net. That was Tommy Moore's the defenseman, and it's loose in front and cleared out.
Good job by
seconds.
Strongsville.
Yes.
Good job by Strongsville clearing that out, making them waste time in their own end.
So the power play continues. 30 seconds left. Cray enters the zone. Cray loses it. And once again, Strongsville is going to have to, or Kenston is going to have to re-enter the zone. They do. Cross-ice pass, looking for Pustai. 17 seconds left. Pustai is eliminated over there, but he does get the puck to the near side as they retain possession with 10 seconds left. Cross-ice, long shot, big rebound, second shot, knocked down in front. And covered by Clark as it came right back to him. 46 seconds to go in the first period.
Yep.
3 seconds left on this penalty.
Good job there by Clark. He was pretty much being shot on 2 or 3 times without really covering up the puck. Finally got a chance to jump on top of it and slow us down, but we got a face-off coming in the Strongsville zone.
3 seconds from now, Sebastian Hood will be released from the penalty box. Face off to the left, and is controlled by Kenston. Luke Mack sends it down low. The penalty time expires. Back to 5-on-5 with 40 seconds left. Dangerous in front, turned over. Reese Newfar had a couple goals in the night. He was right there. Here comes a chance. Sent down low, and a soft shot is turned away by Clark. This one is not so soft, but it was deflected in front by Cray. 20 seconds left, and finally, the Mustangs cleared out. A long shot goes wide into the corner. Down to 12 seconds left behind the net. And into the corner. The Mustangs may have one more opportunity. A huge hit and a penalty being taken right here at the end of the period. And the clock winds out, but the penalty will be called at 15 minutes. And when the second period begins, the Strongsville Mustangs, already with 2 power play goals in the first period and 2-1 lead, will go in the power play once again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Kenston. They were probably thinking that the clock would run out there, but a penalty on them now gives the Strongsville Mustangs a rare opportunity coming into the second period.
So they've already converted on 2. They'll have another chance. We'll see after the break who the penalty was on, but it was really an undisciplined play to take that kind of play on the far side board with 4 seconds left. Nevertheless, the Kenston Bombers lead the ice to the cheers of their faithful fans, but the Strongsville Mustangs behind 2 goals early on, one from Brady Eichmiller and then a second power play goal from Christian Smith, lead the Kenston Bombers 2-1. You are watching Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio. This is the Barron Cup 2 Championship from the John M. Coyne Rec Center in Brooklyn, Ohio. Kenston trails 2-1. Strongsville in the lead at the break.
Kenston penalty, number 15, Troy Gray. 2 minutes roughing. Gray roughing. 15-minute mark in the first period.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. It's the Barron Cup 2 championship game between Strongsville and Kenston, and it's the Mustangs with 2 power play goals in the first minutes of the contest with a 2-1 lead at the break.
This game brought to you by Ray Felton State Farm. If you're not satisfied with your current insurance provider or have not looked at comparable rates in the past few years, reach out for a free quote. Call them at 234-284-2996 or online at www.rayfelton.com. RRT Productions. We shoot, we edit, you win. Visit their website at rrtproductions.com. Hand-built leather goods. Leather goods built for life. Visit their website, handbuiltleather.com, and view all of their outstanding products. And finally, Troutland Entertainment. Troutland Entertainment is the proud partner and DJ of the Cleveland Marathon. Book now. Contact them at troutlandent@gmail.com or call them at 301-414-4261. Tim, it was a fast and furious pace in the first period. What are your thoughts on what Strongsville needs to do to continue holding this 2-1 lead?
Well, thanks, Sean. Tim Nichols and Sean Duffy along with you. And Sean, Strongsville got to keep doing what they did well in the first period. They capitalized on their opportunities. They got 2 early power plays. It actually turned into a 5-on-3, and they capitalized on both of them with a pair of goals on that extended power play. First the 5-on-3 and then the 5-on-4 again. And they will start this second period with a 2-minute power play right out of the gate, as it was Troy Cray who took a 2-minute roughing penalty right at the 15-minute mark. For Kenston, just a little too excitable, perhaps, in the championship game environment. And I'm sure Coach Tom Moores is addressing that here at the intermission.
Yeah, you can't be undisciplined in a championship game. You can't give opportunities to a team like Strongsville, who's been capitalizing on those opportunities pretty much since they lost to Kenston in overtime going on. So it's going to be crucial for Kenston to kind of reset, understand, hey, we're not out of this. We're only down by a goal. We need to focus in defensively, not allow a power play goal, and then take advantage of our opportunities. Because they've had opportunities. They just haven't made the most out of them yet.
That's right. Now, the first one, Ali Stefanson was pinned up on the board. Yeah. They called it for interference. That perhaps could have been a questionable call. A trip, that happens. The penalty at the end there, it's going to give another chance to Strongsville here to start the second. But down just a goal. This team has been down before, and they have the firepower to come back. You've got Cray, once he gets out of the box, with 60 goals, 124 points of the season. Rowell with a 68-goal season, 129 points. And then once you look past the two of them, you've got Reese Newfer, who had 2 goals earlier this week in the semifinal last night against Avon Lake. J.C. Pustai had a hat trick. There are a host of options for the Bombers, and certainly we expect to see that they will come through. 2 goals is not going to win this game.
It's not, but again, on the flip side, you look at a team like Strongsville, and they've been kind of doing this all tournament. They've been taking on the best teams and really kind of confusing them to a certain extent, kind of making them kind of play a little bit different hockey than they have. Right in this particular environment, it seems, especially last night against CVCA, they kind of caught CVCA a little bit off kilter and took advantage when they could. I look for Strongsville to do that and continue to do that. But again, I think you're right. I think Kenston is going to rely on the fact, hey, we have scores, we have talent. Let's rely on that and let's move forward.
Senior leadership. So this team, they came together mid-season this year. But the seniors on this team played in the championship game 2 years ago against WRA. They lost that game. They lost it 6-1. But they remember, and they're here to try and win the championship this year. Their 2 leaders, Brett Kappel and Will Grozen, those guys are outstanding. And then Eric Dubsky, Brady Eichmiller, J.P. Pertel. It's just a really strong team that has matured at the right time, and they're playing their best hockey right now.
Yeah, and it's going to require them to continue that for the next 30 minutes of hockey time. That's right.
That's right. So we hope you've had an opportunity to refill your beverage of choice. Fill up that chip or pretzel bowl, because we've got 15 more minutes of hockey in the second period coming up, and then more beyond that on Hockey Night Northeast Ohio. Before we get started, a reminder that Sports on Tap will be back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
High noon for the Barron Cup 1 championship between the Mentor Cardinals and the Benedictine Bengals, who are looking to defend their Barron Cup 1 championship. The Bengals having a heck of a run, a big win today. Those 2 teams played just about a week and a half ago, and the game went to overtime. Mentor won 3-2, but Benedictine, another team peaking at the right time.
Absolutely.
They went 51 years between championships. Now they can go back-to-back.
And Mentor, no slouch to overtime, not to mention that overtime game win against Benedictine. But today, just to get into the Barron Cup 1 final, had to go to overtime against Hudson.
They did, and they scored and won and advanced. Here, it's 2-1, and we are underway. Power play out of the gate for the Strongsville Mustangs. They'll go right to left this period. The Kenston Bombers will go left to right. Out of the power play start, Christian Smith has it. Smith will try and shoot. It's knocked down low, and the fans below us or above us are shouting because the penalty clock has not started. Nevertheless, it was 15 minutes, and so it'll be up at the 13-minute mark. No doubt that they have it all under control down low in the scorers table. Power play continues. Up to the right point, shot in and loose in front, and diving to save it was the goaltender. The goal was wide open as Svoboda was on his stomach, and just missing the net was Strongsville. They continue to retain possession, and finally the puck ricochets out of the zone. They'll have to retreat. 14:06 to go in the period. That means a minute left on the power play at the 14-minute mark. They'll try and push forward again. Nice back checking by Rowell. And into the zone, looked like an offsides, and it was a late call as the linesman was trying to get the whistle to his mouth, but about 3 or 4 paces offside was the Strongsville player on the right wing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Strongsville. They had a rush there, but again, you got to be on sides before you can go into the zone, and they weren't there. 51 seconds remaining here on the power play as they finally got the clock running right here down below. Good job at the scorers table. It's
an old building here.
That's true.
At least the power has stayed on today. Yesterday during the CBCA live stream broadcast, and we'll get to that in a moment, another shot touched aside by Swoboda during the CBCA live stream broadcast of the first white semifinal.
Right before the second period, the lights went out in Georgia.
The lights went out here in Brooklyn,
That's
and
true,
it knocked
yeah.
us off the air. But we're not off the air today. We are on the air. We hope you're enjoying Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap tonight. Tim Nichols sitting in for Ed Dick. And Sean Duffy with you. 23 seconds remain on this opening power play. Kenston trying to get through and kill off a penalty for the first time today. They are 15 seconds away from doing so. On the far side boards, they clear it out. And down to the end of the ice, this should just about do it.
Yeah.
And so now the Bombers have to get to work.
Yeah, the Bombers need to be ultra aggressive here coming out. I think they need to really press the issue as soon as they have an opportunity.
Back to full strength, Cray back on the ice. The Bombers still defending. A shot pushed wide by Swoboda into the corner. Christian Smith, who has a goal, had it for a moment. Still controlled by Strongsville. Another shot is pushed into the corner. And finally, Rowell has it poke checked away, but they control and they exit the zone. Sent up, but quickly taken away. Charlie McBride was trying to process forward down the ice. Strongsville dumps it back in. Kenston has it, and now with a load of steam up ice comes McBride, I believe. Actually, that was Moore as the defenseman. He has it poke checked away, and down the ice it goes. Icing on Strongsville.
We'll have a face-off here.
Back in the offensive zone for Kenston. So they get themselves settled. They kill off the penalty. And now, as I said, they need to get to work to see if they can get back into an even situation. Strongsville certainly want to avoid any kind of further damage and maybe get one of their own. Sean, that's where you're supposed to say thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, that's true. I was supposed to say that.
Ali Stefansson sends it around the boards, and the Bombers build out with it once again. They send a puck in, and a glove save by Cole Clark.
Cole Clark, good job there. He sensed the Bombers were coming hard into the zone and jumped right on top of that puck to freeze it. It's a face-off in their zone, but it brings a little bit of reinforcement down to help out with the defense.
Clark, an 88.1% save percentage this year, 4.0 goals against average. So certainly playing better than that throughout this tournament and better than that tonight so far. Shot wide and ricochets all the way up the boards. Collected by the Mustangs. That looks like Capel, and it is 15. He's got company, and that company is in the form of J.C. Pustai. Capel sends it up ice, and he finds a teammate. That teammate was Ryan Shostak. Sent right back in, and cross ice it goes. Up and out to the neutral ice area for just a moment. Sent on in, but they had to tag up and get onside.
Yeah,
and
it was real close to being offsides there.
Here comes Capel, and he's dangerous anywhere. He'll line up and fire. He fires right into the glove of Nick Svoboda.
Good job by Svoboda there. Not getting right on top of that puck, putting it right in his glove and holding on to it, not allowing another rush from Strongsville.
Svoboda, just a freshman goaltender.
Really impressive.
Excellent job. Nate Lintz was a goaltender last year. He's a heck of a story. Lintz born with one arm and just outstanding goaltender. What a great career he had. But Svoboda has stepped right in, and he's got 29 wins on the season, as do these Bombers.
Ooh.
And there is a takedown behind the net. No call.
Letting them play.
And they still roll around on top of each other back there as play continues on the near side. Finally, both players that were involved in that car crash behind the net get up, and it's cleared out by Kenston.
Oh, we got a little bit.
Here's a chance. A shot wide. Rowell had lined up. A little too strong in the forehand. And the other direction comes Strongsville. A long shot, and Svoboda hits a stick save into the near side corner. Niedermeyer will shoot over the crossbar and all the way down to the other end of the ice. No icing, as that was right off the heavy laser beam of a shot that Jackson Niedermeyer sent in. 10-12 to go, still 2-1. Strongsville leading by virtue of 2 power play goals in the first 3 minutes of the contest. And here is Eric Dubsky. Dubsky behind the net. He'll set up, tries to center off the backhand. It's knocked down. Tries it again. It flicks all the way up to the point.
Not much on that shot on goal there.
No, it wasn't. And another couple of players falling down behind the net. Physicality picking up here in the second period. Here comes Troy Cray. Cray with a load of steam to his backhand, puts a shot on net. It looked like it went off the side of the net. It's sent up but not out. Kept in on the left point and finally pushed out. The puck settles back in the defensive zone. Luke Mack backhands it up, but he backhands it to number 5, Sebastian Hood of the Mustangs. Changing behind the play are the Mustangs, and Luke Mack will get it once again. Avoids a check, and Mack still battling and feathers it over to Cray. Cray poke checked at the blue line, tried to send it in. It was knocked down, but picked up by a teammate. Shot over the net. I think that was Pustai, and it was. Mack sends it low and behind the net around the boards, far side dugout by Strongsville. And here's a quick pass up ice. Brady Eichmiller leaves it for Will Grozen, and his shot attempt is deflected up into the netting.
Very, very good job there by Svoboda, who was able to recognize where they were going with that puck early on before they entered into the zone. Got in the right position, knocked away with the stick.
Puck went out of the ice area altogether, so they get a new one from the scorer's table, and hopefully it's chilled enough. Face off to the left of Svoboda. Controlled by Kenston. Looking for the equalizer are the Bombers. Right now, though, it's Michael Galcheck who sent it into the far side corner.
So far, Strong's doing a really good job of keeping in touch with all the Kenston skaters right now.
They've shut down Cray and Rowell so far today. As we approach the 8-minute mark, 8:15 to go in the second period. Pustai sends it down low, collected by Strongsville and sent the other direction. To the point, Moores has it. He'll dump it down low, connects with a teammate. I think that was Pustai again, but taken away. And here comes Strongsville, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Into the offensive zone now. Capel has it poke checked away. Niedermeyer reached in, couldn't get it, and quickly the other direction it goes. It's Rowell. He winds up and shoots.
I don't know if that was deflected or...
It ended up on the far side boards. Out to neutral ice. McBride will bring it in once again, and he'll send a shot in wide. Troy Cray is over there on the far side boards. Tries to center. It's knocked down. And Strongsville doing a good job of defense right here. Here's a shot. Ooh. And that one almost fooled the goaltender Clark, but he got just enough of it to make sure it didn't go in.
Strongsville's defense doing, real good job of limiting opportunities for Kenston right now.
Here comes Rowell. Check that. It's Luke Mack. He has the goal today for the Bombers. Sent around the boards by Galcheck. Kept in at the point. And it was poked out, so the Bombers have to touch up. Turnover right here, a shot, and A diving save. Still loose behind the net. And the referee is looking right over there. Go ahead. Take it away,
No
Sean.
goal. No goal. Wow.
Cole Clark did not get it, and he knew it, and he just lunged toward the net to try and save it. He must have saved it right off the end line.
A millimeter away from that being a goal. Everybody on the Strongsville side holding their breath. Same thing with the Bombers side. It got awfully quiet in here. 6:48 left in the second period. Strongsville with a 2-1 lead over Kenston. Got a face-off here coming in the the Kenston offensive zone.
They drop it down. Whistle blows. They'll do it again. So they reset Troy Cray. And they send Dubsky out. And so they drop it down. Controlled up to the blue line. Centering pass behind one of the Bombers. 6.5 to go. Shot in. Rebound. Shooting. Saved by the goaltender, Clark. And another one goes wide. Cole Clark from point-blank range, stopping that one.
Unbelievable effort by Cole Clark there.
And we have a penalty coming. And it's going to be on Strongsville.
Here we go.
Power play opportunity coming up for the Kenston Bombers.
Got to put a Mustang in the sin bin, and this trip to the sin bin brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Be sure to visit their website, handbuiltleather.com.
The call is holding, and into the box goes number 5, Sebastian Hood. So a power play opportunity for the Bombers at the 6:20 mark. So time of the penalty, 8 minutes and 40 seconds. A 2-minute power play, man advantage, and right out of the gate, it's cleared down the ice. Cray with company from Dubsky.
Fantastic job by Strongsville, never letting them get any sort of movement.
Here comes Cray, and Cray is escorted into the back of the net. A little bit of a push after the play. Nothing called.
Not yet.
And nothing will be called. All the referees behind us had it called, but the 3 on the ice did not.
Fortunately, they're not wearing stripes.
So a face-off with 1:41. And it's sent up, and here comes a shorthanded opportunity, 2-on-1 for Strongsville. Shot, score!
Huge goal!
It's Brett Capel again.
Holy cow, a shorthanded goal on an interception right outside the Kenston scoring zone. Coast to coast, right there for the shorthanded goal by Brett Capel.
Wow, 9 minutes, 8 seconds, and Strongsville goes up 3-1. You want to win a championship, you score on the power play, and then you get a shorthanded goal on top of that.
Everything's going the Mustangs' way right now.
3-1 Strongsville. And cheering in the box is Sebastian Hood saying, keep it going. 1:28 still left on the penalty time. Will Grozen sprung Capel, and Capel made the Bombers pay. It's 3-1, 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. So resetting here, the power play continues, 5-on-4 man advantage for the Bombers, but they're down 2 goals now. J.C. Pustai steps in, and a shot toward the goal is deflected wide. Rowell behind the net, he's going to get it back, but it's sent up and out. That was a miscommunication right there because it was sent out by the Bombers. And so Troy Cray will line up and he'll enter. Leaves it for Pustai. Pustai to his left goes behind the goal. Mack with a shot and a save. It's loose in front. Another shot deflected wide. 55 seconds to go in the penalty time. Pressuring are the Bombers, looking for that second of the afternoon. Rowell dumps it down low into the corner. Centering pass, give and go to Rowell. He's on his back handle. Fire it. It's wide. 5 minutes to go in the period. 40 seconds to go on the penalty time. Backhanded pass in front, cleared. And now another clearance all the way down. It was Capel, and he decided he's just going to get off the ice and get a change. 26 seconds to go as Dubsky gives pressure, but it's sent up. And now Mack has it. Mack leaves it for Pustai. Now he sends it right back to Mack and Rowell. But it's intercepted and cleared once again. 13 seconds left, and the Strongsville fans cheering as they know they're 8 seconds away now from another penalty kill. Mack cross ice into the offensive zone. Shot and a save. And a rebound collected by Strongsville, sent up and out. And look out of the penalty box. Here comes Sebastian Hood. He's got company, though, and he can't get a good shot off. But sent it on goal, loose in front. And falling down is Hood. Boy, Hood with a couple of opportunities right there. Turned over. Shot and wide. Brady Eichmiller, and finally diving on it is Svoboda.
Wow.
Kenston teetering a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're Coach Grawl, you got to be supremely happy with your goalkeeper right now, giving them the opportunity to save any goal that's been shot on by Kenston. It's been really impressive to watch
Cole
Clark operating goal for the Strongsville Mustangs.
Face off in the offensive zone, back to 5-on-5. 3:56 to go, second period. Up to the right point, shot in, loose in front. Ooh. Oh, and another chance right there. Just goes wide. Christian Smith was waiting on the doorstep.
3:45 left in the second period. Strongsville with a 3-1 lead over Kenston.
Nice back checking right there by Jackson Niedermeyer. And right out it comes to center ice once again. Charlie McBride settles it down, sends it D to D. Stefanson, she'll push it up, but it's knocked away. And 1-on-2. A shot and a save, rebound, long out to the point. And overskating that puck was Galchik. And here comes a chance for Cray. Cray, he'll line up, backhanded shot, save on the first shot, second shot, score! Reese Newfer again, 2 goals last night, and he gets another one right here. Ooh. And the Vuvuzela squad behind us is on the horn. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go, and it's 3-2. A chance on the offensive side for Strongsville. It was Christian Smith. He couldn't finish, and that pays off on the other side of the rush with a goal.
I tell you what, Reese Newfer was in the right place, the right time, catching that rebound, putting it right past Clark for a really good goal and a very timely goal for Kenston right now.
16th goal of the season for Newfer. 11 minutes and 51 seconds, the time of the goal. It's 3-2. And here comes Kenston again. You can never let up against the Bombers. 29-1-3. 3-2 now, under 3 minutes to go. 2:50 officially, and the clock winds from there. Up to center ice. Here comes Eichmiller. He's going to skate in. He shoots! And a save. He was aiming 5-hole.
Yeah, he was. Swoboda guessed right and was able to ice that puck. Scary moment there if you're a Kenston fan.
What a chance that was.
Whew.
A defensive lapse, and it gave Eichmiller an opportunity. It's one back, but controlled by Rowell. Rowell lines up. He shoots. It's knocked down, and he'll tap at it as it's covered by Clark. Stoppage with 2:29 to go.
Yeah, Clark tried to jump on that puck early on, but it didn't seem to get a hold of it because it kind of bounced right in front of him.
So 2:29. The teams have traded goals in this second period. Most recently, just a moment ago, Reese Newfer, his 3rd goal in 24 hours. He had 2 last night. That was another big one right there. A big body check, thwarting that opportunity to go forward. As we wind down to 2:15. And back out to neutral ice. Strongsville sends it up but intercepted and dumped in by Luke Mack, but just from prior to the red line. Ooh. And so icing is called. It'll be a defensive zone faceoff that will ensue for Kenston.
Got to catch my breath here.
Yours truly included on that one.
It's been a flurry of activity really for these first 2 periods here as Strongsville holds a 3-2 lead with 2:10 remaining in the second period.
Controlled by Eric Dubsky, centered, shot, knocked down before it got to the goal. The other way comes Troy Cray. He'll line up, shoot, and it's just wide. He had Cole Clark going one direction, and he was going top shelf in the other. Speaking of the other direction, there's that man again, Brett Capel. Centering pass, not much on it, but Capel shoots and he scores! The loose puck came to Capel, and he buried it.
Holy cow, holy cow. Great follow-up by Capel. Pass over the one side. It was fantastic follow to your shots. What you got to do, you got to crash that net, and that's the exact reason why he got the rebound score.
Second of the night for Brett Capel. We talked about him in the open. Capel with 5 goals this year against these Kenston Bombers will now make it 7. And it's
he's not done.
It's a 2-goal lead once again. Two power play goals, 1 shorthanded, and that one even strength. And here comes Pustai. Pustai with a sharp angled shot on the backside, unable to convert on the rebound. Was Kenston. 1:21 to go. McBride. He dumps it in deep, but it's retrieved with space and time by Strongsville. 1:10 remaining. Yes. Cross ice pass. Strongsville in control at the moment. They gain the offensive zone, but lose the puck. Under a minute to go, second period. Mustangs looking for their first Barron Cup championship ever. So is Kenston. Right now the Mustangs doubling up the Bombers 4-2. 45 seconds to go. It's sent back out to center ice again and dumped right back in by Moores.
Remember, we're late in the period. Now this is where Kenston scored a goal just before the end of the first period.
That they did. You always want to be careful not to give up a goal at the end of the period or at the beginning of the period. Final 22 seconds right now. Cray has it poked away, but a shot knocked down in front and lofted out. A good job right there, as that will not be icing. In fact, it's a race. Capel was giving pressure. Under 10 seconds now. Luke Mack gains his own. Time for one more shot. It's knocked down. The clock is going to wind down, and we've played 2 periods from the John M. Coyne Rec Center. The Strongsville Mustangs doubling up the Kenston Bombers after 2. The score is Strongsville 4, Kenston 2. Second period goals for the Mustangs. 2 goals for Brett Capel, 1 shorthanded, 1 even strength. Reese Newfer, apologies, with the goal for the Bombers. So the clock has started on this second intermission, and it's time to catch our breath.
Absolutely. I think everybody needs to reset, and we are sure to have a good third period, I can imagine.
So before we go away, let's reset here. So 4-2, 29-1-3. Kenston looking for their first Barron Cup championship. So is Strongsville. Third period upcoming, and we said it before. These Bombers have been down before heading into the third period. The one we like to talk about is Avon Lake during the MLK tournament. At Avon, down 3-1 in that tournament. They came out and scored 5 goals in the third period. So you are never, ever out of harm's way until the clock says 0-0 against this team.
That's very true, and I think Coach Grall's reminding Strongsville that very same thing in the locker room right now. Nothing's done. All we are is up after 2 periods. We still have 15 minutes of hockey, and this team knows how to score and score quickly. So we will see what adjustments Kenston makes and where and how aggressive Strongsville wants to be. You can't play scared in this third period.
You cannot. Now, if you are Kenston and you're Coach Tom Moores, I think what you're saying in the locker room right now is, hey, guys, remember who you are and remember what got you here. You are essentially the top team in this division. Yes, you were the 3 seed. You split with CVCA.
Right.
But there's no questioning when a team wins 29 games and loses 1.
Yeah.
That is the top team in the division. And relax.
Exactly.
Go out and play your game. We can score goals. We've scored goals all year. And let's go win this game in the third period.
And we'll see it when we come back, which team, like you said, makes the adjustment and how they play coming into the third period.
So you are watching Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. Tim Nichols with Sean Duffy. We're going to step away. We'll be back in about 5 minutes and set up the third period. The score at the second intermission in Barron Cup 2, the championship game, the Strongsville Mustangs 4, the Kenston Bombers 2. Welcome back to Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. This is Tim Nichols along with
Sean Duffy. Hello.
Boy, what a game we're having right
I know.
here. Barron Cup 2 Championship, the 5th-seeded Strongsville Mustangs, winners of 11 of their last 13, up 4-2 so far on Kenston as we look forward to third period play. But before we do, let's thank our sponsors one more time.
Absolutely. We're going to thank our sponsor, Ray Felton State Farm. For a free quote on your home, auto, renters, life, and business insurance needs, call Ray Felton State Farm at 234-2842-996 or visit him online at www.rayfelton.com. RRT Productions. Want to live stream your next big event? Whether it's sports, meetings, or conferences, weddings, or a big event, we have you covered. Contact us today. Visit our website at www.rrt-productions.com. Hand-built leather goods. Hand-built leather goods, whether you're looking for a hand-built leather bag, clutch, crossbody, journals, and laptop cases, dog collars, or wallet, they have you covered. Quality items that will last. For more, check out their website at www.handbuiltleather.com. And for Troutland Entertainment, we've got the experience, the passion, and the beats to make your event a smash hit. Whether a romantic wedding or a lively sports venue, a rockin' high school dance, Troutland Entertainment has you covered. Be sure to give them a call at 330-414-4261 or visit them online at send them an email at troutlandent@gmail.com.
Easy for you to say.
Very easy. Like I've been doing it all night, Tim.
All night and all year.
All year, yes, sir.
So we've got about 2.5 minutes before the teams return to the ice and start this penultimate third period of play here. Little history.
Yeah.
So the Kenston Bombers' best team in school history is probably that 2009-2010 team. They were 29-1 coming into the Barron Cup. They got to the championship game. Rocky River beat them 5-4. They're hoping history does not repeat itself here with a team that's arguably perhaps even better than that team.
Yeah, well,
29-1-3.
And they find themselves in a bit of a hole here coming into the third period with a 2-goal deficit.
Some more history. There are a host of senior players on this team for the Strongsville Mustangs. Will Grozen, Brett Kappel, and Jackson Niedermeyer, among others. We're here just 2 years ago. They remember what happened when they played WRA. 6-1 WRI victorious. Winners of the last two Barron Cups in Barron Cup 2. They want to reverse that trend and reverse the script. And they've got 15 minutes to do so, and they just got to stay in front.
And as you mentioned, both these teams looking for their first ever Barron Cup championship. So this third period is going to be a tense one, not only for the players on the ice, but the fans that are in the stands. And I cannot tell you how insane it's been here for both of our Barron Cup championship games. Whether it was 3 or 2, the stands are filled. They are rocking here at the Brooklyn Recreation Center, who's put on a heck of a show for the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League and the Barron Cup all week long.
It's been all day. The game that preceded this one was Benedictine and Rocky River. And full house on both sides again. Benedictine has brought the crowds out this week, and they will be back tomorrow when Sports on Tap is back at high noon.
Absolutely, that's right. Barron Cup won the championship. Mentor versus Benedictine for the big one.
This is where I take your role here. There's no other championship tomorrow, is there?
Nah, there's nothing else going on tomorrow. I've been racking my brain for about an hour and a half. There's not a thing going on tomorrow at noon that you need to pay attention to.
You clear your calendar, tune right back in here to Sports on Tap. Ed Dick will be back alongside you.
He will, but I got to thank you, Tim, for stepping in and pinch hitting for us tonight and giving us the dulcet tones of the CVCA live stream.
Well, it's been a pleasure and a pleasure to be here. Glad you called on me. And so teams have returned to the ice. Enough about us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Kenston. Let's talk about Strongsville. We said it before the break, the Kenston Bombers got to remember who they are.
Exactly. They got to remember who they are. They have to understand that nothing is lost. And as you've mentioned several times on the air with us, Tim, the least safe lead in the world is a 2-goal lead. And right now, they have an opportunity, and they have the talent to put shots on the net quickly and hopefully convert. Flip side, Strongsville need to keep playing how they're playing, aggressive, attacking, defense and offense.
We'll see how this plays out. If Kenston can get an early goal, then the pressure ratchets up for Strongsville. Yeah. We saw it in the first game. The reverse happened. It was a 2-goal lead for Normandy at the break, and they got the early goal, went up 3 goals, and then about halfway through the period, they just settled back.
Play
strong, sound defense, and they were able to grind out the victory. They did give up 1, but they didn't give up 3.
Yeah.
So here, again, same situation, 2-goal lead. Strongsville 4, they'll go left to right in their all blacks with the white outlines on the numerals. Kenston will go right to left. They've got 2, 4-2. Kenston, the white tops, powder blue bottoms, powder blue numerals.
Here we go.
Outlined in the red, and we're underway. Third period from the John M. Coyne Rec Center. Strongsville 4, Kenston 2, and Dubsky has the first shot of the third period. It deflects into the far side corner and is sent up. Cray has it poke checked away, and that's that sound defense we just mentioned. And they stop Kenston at the blue line on their first rush. J.C. Pustai has to pick himself up off the ice, get back on side, but it's turned over.
By the way, Dubsky's a great hockey name. I've been wanting to say that all night. It's a great name for a hockey player.
I like it too. It's a fun one to say. Net off its moorings behind the goal of Cole Clark, so a stoppage with 14:22 to go here in this third period. If Kenston is able to come back and tie it, and we end up deadlocked at the end of regulation, we play to somebody wins.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of the Barron Cup. There are no ties in the Barron Cup, especially in the championship game.
8-minute overtime periods. We'll see if we get there. There is a discussion about where this face-off should be. The goal came off its moorings behind Cole Clark, and now they're going to take it all the way down. So that would indicate to me, since we did not have our attention on the goaltender at that point, that someone from Strongsville likely knocked it off the moorings. So a face-off in the defensive zone, rather the offensive zone. So I reversed myself. Someone from Kenston likely knocked it off the moorings. Having said that, we're back underway. And a near trip.
Yeah, I did.
Groans from the fans. A long shot turned away by Cole Clark. Tommy Moores centered, almost ricocheted in off a Mustang player, but it did not, and we stay at 4-2. Rowell shoots. Here's a rebound shot and a score!
13:54!
It's Tommy Moores, son of the head coach, and now game on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tommy Moores with a great goal there to bring it to 4-3 and still in favor of Strongsville. But as you mentioned, Tim, pressure starts to mount on Strongsville. And this Kenston team remembering who they are and scoring very early on in this third period.
And that puts the enthusiasm back in the crowd behind us, which is made up of Kenston Bomber supporters. To our right, the Strongsville supporters a bit in shock at what has just transpired, but they still have the lead. And the last time Kenston got a goal, Strongsville answered right back. We'll see if they can again.
Just missed centering pass there.
It was Brett Capel. He's got 2. Can he get another, or can someone else from Strongsville give them back a 2-goal lead?
Or can Kenston let it get out of there, get out of the Strongsville zone?
There's Capel. He turns it over. Shot. Save. Into the far side corner. And again, for a moment it was stopped, but then pushed down the ice into the offensive zone by Christian Smith. But no one there. And all the way down it goes. They wave off icing. Will Grozen, who's been relatively quiet today, almost turns it over right there, has the puck and sends it up the boards. Grozen, 24 goals, 46 points. A senior. We'll see if he's got something in his bag of tricks. Tell you what, he clears it through the center, and that's the last thing you really want to do. Long shot and a blocker save rather, by the goaltender Svoboda.
Svoboda there doing a good job keeping that puck out of the net, but that thing hung up in the air a lot longer than he wanted it to. Oh!
Big hit right in front of us. Rowell takes Sebastian Hood to the boards. Scorekeepers had a front row seat to that one. Puck loose and a shot and a glove save by Svoboda.
As you mentioned, Tim, Strongs are looking to do exactly what they did in that second period after giving up a goal to Kenston, getting a goal of their own to increase that lead. But Kenston looking to really press the issue here.
12:16 to go in regulation. 1-goal lead now for the Mustangs. Puck loose in the near side boards. It's sent up and out to center ice. right back in. Grozen sends it on goal. The Kenston goaltender, Swoboda, drops it for a teammate, and they clear it out to center ice, but it's sent right back in. Off the stick of Ali Stefansson. Her defensive partner picks it up and angles it off the boards out of harm's way. Kappel up ice. A shot from beyond the blue line. Save from off the stick of Eichmiller. Eichmiller will cycle it back down low. And the goaltender out of position. Loose in front. Swoboda sticks it forward and outlets it after getting back in position. They'll dump it in, does the Bombers, or do the Bombers.
Swoboda got really lucky there because he was way out of position there with an open net.
We got a penalty coming. Delayed penalty. It's going to go against Kenston. The rush is on. Kappel, cross ice. Eichmiller, he shoots. It's deflected wide, and now they touch up. 11 minutes to go, and a trip to the sin bin coming.
And these trips to the sin bins, as always, brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Be sure to visit their website, handbuiltleather.com.
They get Daniel Wilson from Kenston for interference at 4 minutes gone. The third period, a 2-minute power play. The special teams, really the difference in this game so far, 2 power play goals for the Strongsville Mustangs and 1 shorthanded goal. They have won the game on special teams so far, but they lead only by 1. Oh, Eichmiller was looking for the backside. He had Christian Smith parked on the crease on the left-hand side, just couldn't connect. Another penalty coming on Kenston. Delayed penalty again. Strongsville controlling, already on the 5-on-4 man advantage. Eichmiller, and finally touched up, and wow, a minute 32 of 5-on-3 in the first period, almost repeating itself here. A slash coming.
This trip to the sin bin brought to you by Hand-Built Leather Goods. Be sure to visit their website, handbuiltleathergoods.com. You're right, Tim. 5-on-3 for well over a minute and a half. Dangerous, dangerous time if you're a Bombers fan.
Leading scorer Gavin Rowell goes to the box for slashing. A minute 32 of 5-on-3. 10:29 to go in regulation. Poke checked away, but sent back down low. Strongsville controls. It's Eichmiller, centers. Oh, on the backside, he was looking for Dubsky. He couldn't connect. Centered again, Eichmiller shoots, and he scores! A third power play goal of the day for the Strongsville Mustangs, and they lead by 3.
2 goals, 5-3. 10-10 left in the game. Still on the advantage for Strongsville, as they'll still be on the power play coming into this, so they have an opportunity to double dip here like they did in the first period. But again, 5-3 in favor of Strongsville with 10-10 remaining in the game.
Brady Eichmiller, his second of the day, second power play goal, both on the 5-on-3 man advantage. His 32nd of the season, and with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go, the power play continues for another minute and I believe 48
seconds, yeah.
As the Bombers in a real hole now. Back into the offensive zone is Strongsville. It's Eric Dubsky. Sends it behind the goal, and it's sent up. Brett Kappel. Kappel stick handles on the near side. Skates down low. Centers backside again. They're looking for that backside all afternoon.
It's been there for pretty much the entire game. They're just trying to find it, and they've been unlucky with the passes.
Not all the time. They got 3 of them.
That's true,
right.
Yeah.
Dubsky chases. It comes up. I think that's Kappel. Back down low, Dubsky again. He's going to get a shot and just deflected off the glove of the goaltender. Swoboda comes in again, looking on the backside, looking for Dubsky. He circles. Still 48 seconds to go. Game clock down to 9:15. Grozen skates over and changes spots. They pass it back. Grozen can't keep it in as it's poke checked out to center ice. But again, with a 3-goal advantage now, Grozen will just dump it in and they'll chase it. 27 to go in the penalty time. Clock working against the Bombers though. Game clock down to 8:52. Back out to center ice.
Last rush coming here for Strongsville. Trying to increase this to a 3-goal lead.
Eichmiller will put one on in a blocker save into the far side corner by Svoboda again. Third time this season these teams have played, and all 3 times the Strongsville Mustangs have put 5 goals on the board. They're not done yet today. Back to even strength. Rowell through a lot of traffic, knocked down in front, and a stoppage and a cross check.
Another penalty. Or is that Strongsville penalty?
It is a Bronx cheer behind us. It is a Strongsville penalty, and into the box will go Christian Smith. A power play desperately needed this opportunity for the Bombers, who are down 3 goals. Another trip to the sin bin.
Yep, they are down 2 goals, 5-3.
You're right, 5-3. My bad.
It's going to be critical here for Kenston. They need to convert on this power play.
That they do.
8:20 left in the game here.
Here we go, power play for the Bombers into the offensive zone. Traffic, and they are fortunate to gain the zone right there on the far side. Sent up but not out, sent down low, ricocheting up to the left point, and here comes Dubsky on a shorthanded bid. He tries to center.
Just missed the centering pass there.
He was looking for Kappel. So a 2-goal deficit, not a 3-goal deficit. Midway through the third period. Shot, and again through a lot of traffic, saved by Cole Clark.
Ooh, buddy.
Tommy Moores was looking for that.
Cole Clark caught that in his mitt, and one of his buddies or one of his teammates went right behind to make sure it didn't go in the goal.
He almost deflected it, though.
Yeah, he did.
Clark had his eyes on that one, and that's a dangerous play if you were a Mustangs fan. One back and a shot. Blocker save, second shot saved by the pad and cleared out. Clark.
Job by Clark there.
Yes, standing tall again. 7:22 to go in regulation.
1 minute left in the power play here for Kenston.
Slowly they head up ice. And they gain the zone but turn it right over. It's angled up but not out. Kept in and diving to keep it in. And a shot by Rowell is ricocheting wide to the far side. Cray will come up with it. Cray with 39 seconds sends it right down low once again. Rowell will get it and he'll skate into the circle. He'll shoot short side looking for an opportunity there. Can't find it. And here comes Kappel again. One-on-one. Kappel hauled down. No call. He cannot believe it. Goaltender was out. He thought it was a delayed penalty. He gets back in. Shot. Save on the first one. Loose in front. Power play continues. 9 seconds left and it's cleared out. Cole Clark thought there was a penalty, and it's covered by Svoboda.
With good reason, too, because Kappel got tripped coming right into the zone there. And I don't know why they didn't call it. Maybe the referees didn't feel it was a trip, but it certainly looked that way from here.
So there's still 2 seconds to go in the penalty time, but it will be a defensive zone faceoff. And the opportunity goes by the wayside for the Bombers to try and get closer on this power play. 5-3 it remains, 6:25 to go. Face off to the left of Svoboda. Shot off the face-off. Back to even strength. Mike Miller tried to skate in, and it's cleared down the ice. This will be icing on Kenston with 6:12 left.
Starting to get to that crunch time period here in the third period.
That it is. We look over at the benches. You've got about half or 3/4 of the Kenston bench were standing. Now they take a seat. Everybody's seated on the Strongsville bench. Face off in the offensive zone again. Ike Miller will take it. Last time he skated in with it. This time he feathers it to the far side corner. And it's sent out to neutral ice. This could be icing again, and it will be. 6:03 to go. A reminder, tomorrow, Barron Cup 1, the third of the 3 Barron Cup championships, the Mentor Cardinals and Benedictine Bengals on Sports on Tap at noon.
Yes. And the last time, like you mentioned, the last time those two teams locked up, it was an overtime battle. So it's sure to be a good one tomorrow in Barron Cup 1. Make sure you join us on our YouTube page as we live stream the Barron Cup 1 championship at noon tomorrow.
And here comes Kenston. Luke Mack can't control it, and it's sent up and out of play.
Into the Kenston bench there.
It was one of them. Couldn't tell whether it was Strongsville or Kenston, but it was certainly into the bench area.
I think the coaches need to start wearing helmets the way this puck's jumping into the benches.
They just don't in hockey. It's actually surprising that
they don't. They should.
You don't get hit more often.
Yeah.
So face-off outside the offensive zone in front of the Strongsville bench is sent in, but quickly contained by Will Grozen, the defenseman. Here comes Maurice Newfar. He's got a goal. Now J.C. Pustai sends it wide. Newfar collects it, winds up on his forehand. That's deflected into the netting, so we'll have another stoppage at 5:34.
You gotta love Strongsville's special teams and defensive effort tonight. That's really been carrying them against this really talented and scoring machine that is Kenston.
16-12 are these Mustangs. They've won 11 of their last 13. So I'm not too good at math, but that would make it 5-10 they were at one point.
Yep.
Right now they're 5-30 away from being Barron Cup champions. You just never know. Team comes together.
Peaking at the right time.
But still time left on that clock, as we said before. The Bombers are never out of it. Tommy Moore sends one on goal. Save. And set up the boards. Rowell, he'll send it wide. On the far side, pinching it as the defenseman. And you're going to see a little bit more of that right now with the Bombers needing not one but two goals. Those defensemen are going to try and pinch in. It could lead to some odd man rushes for Strongsville on the counter. They do gain the zone for a moment, but it's sent right back up and out. Delayed offsides. So Strongsville, the Mustangs, just happy to sit behind their net and let a few more seconds tick off the clock before they start building out. Cross ice pass and a lot of open ice, and they'll just dump it in deep. So much like during game one, we're at that point right now where the defense with a 2-goal lead is going to sit back and try and make sure nothing gets by them and nothing gets by them easily. Into the offensive zone. Again, Moores, the defenseman on the left side of the left wing, sends it in deep and chases. J.C. Pustai with the body check. Teammate comes up with it, centering pass, but unable to connect. Left at the point. Moores, his shot is knocked down and out. He'll collect it, but the team has got to retreat once again.
4 minutes remaining here in the third period. 5-3 in favor of Strongsville.
I said it before, where is Will Grozen? Well, Will Grozen's playing great defense. Ike Miller back checked as he was heading in toward the goal. Grozen understands the assignment today, I think.
Exactly.
His job is not to score goals. His job is to shut down the goal-scoring opportunities for these Bombers, and for the most part, he's done that. Very disciplined. 3:38. And a save, keeping it a 2-goal game.
Gotta wonder, Tim, when does Kenston decide to pull the goalie here? I mean, obviously, you don't want to pull him too early, as we saw in that Amherst-Hudson game earlier this week. But it's 5-3. You're in the championship game. You need to get some goals here to hopefully tie this thing up.
My money's on the 2-minute mark again. And I think they'll talk it over right now. Timeout.
Yeah.
So timeout. And I believe that's a timeout for the Bombers.
And while we are in this timeout, let's go ahead and mention our sponsors one more time. Ray Felton State Farm. Visit their website, www.rayfelton.com, or call the office at 234-284-2996 for a free quote on your auto, home, renters, and life insurance needs. RRT Productions. We shoot, we edit, you win. Visit our website at rrt-productions.com. Hand-built leather goods. For handmade quality leather products, check out Hand Built Leather Goods at their website, handbuiltleather.com, and Troutland Entertainment. Be sure to give them a call at 330-414-4261 or email us at troutlandent@gmail.com for all your entertainment needs.
Interesting looking over at the benches. For the most part, it looks like the Kenston Bombers are just using this to kind of rest.
Yeah.
They know they got to push the last 2 minutes plus. A lot of instruction going on the side of the Strongsville Mustangs with head coach Troy Grawl.
And again, he's reminding him this team can score and score quickly. You need to be focused for these last 3 32, 3 minutes and 32 seconds to not give up any cheap goals.
212. That's how many ticks are left in regulation.
That's good math. Good math.
I said I wasn't good at math, but maybe I lied.
Well,
face off to the right of Svoboda.
better than me.
Drop down and sent forward. Trying to connect, but again, the defense of Strongsville, sound. But now Mack gains the zone. He's going to try and shoot. He does. It's wide.
Ooh.
Pinching in and keeping it in is Kenston. It's dumped down low, sent around the boards. Controlled by Strongsville's Mustangs and sent up and out to center ice. McBride will chase it and retreat and get it down to 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes left in regulation.
Not sensing a lot of urgency out of Kenston right now.
I think it's urgency, but I think the Strongsville is just playing outstanding defense in the neutral zone and making it very difficult for Kenston to move down the ice. You see three of the monsters. Hello. I got monsters on the brain. There's a chance right there. Three of the Mustangs in the neutral ice area as icing is called.
2:34 remaining in the game here. 5-3 in favor of the Strongsville Mustangs. Talk about opportunity to be a Dragon Slayer here in Barron Cup 2. Two top teams in CVCA last night and possibly Kenston here tonight.
Absolutely. The Mustangs have defeated Kent Roosevelt, the CVCA Royals, and they are 2.5 minutes away from defeating the 29-1-3 Kenston Bombers. And here they are, 2-on-1. Centering pass, shot, and a save to keep the Bombers in the game. 2:17 to go. Strongsville in the offensive zone. That shot is sent down low and out of play, but Strongsville will take it. They'll get an offensive zone faceoff.
Yes, Kenston, I couldn't see the number of the Kenston player. Had to control the puck and then just abandoned it there in the corner. I'm not sure why, and allowed Strongsville to get another quality shot on goal that went ricocheted up into the net.
Face off to the left of Svoboda. It's dropped down. A shot goes wide. Sent up and cleared out. But back there again, soundly is Will Grozen.
2:01 left in the game here. Third period, 5-3 in favor of Strongsville. Tim, I think we're coming up on that opportunity to pull the goalie and get an extra skater out there if you're the Kenston Bombers.
Well, they will have an offensive zone faceoff because Grozen cleared that out of play from beyond the blue line, and you are absolutely right. Out of the goal comes Nick Svoboda. His afternoon likely to be done. They send the extra skater out, 6-on-5 with 2:01 to go. It's J.C. Pustai who joins the festivities. Face-off from the right face-off dot, won by the Bombers. Shot and a glove save by Cole Clark.
Cole Clark doing a fantastic job in goal for Strongsville all night long.
1:58 to go again from the right face-off dot to Clark's left. This one is won back to Strongsville in the corner. They try and clear it up and out, but they cannot on the first attempt. On the second one, they do. The goal is empty. Good back check right there by Luke Mack. Sent back down low again. They're going to take a chance, but it's knocked down. Knocked down at neutral ice by Tommy Moores. And now Kenston gains the zone again, 1:33 behind the net. Looking for an opportunity centered right up to the point. Moores will fire it in, and he scores!
Score, yeah! Big score there by Kenston. 1:26 remaining in the game, 5-4 in favor of Strongsville. They get a goal. They pulled the goal. He did a great job. Now they have an opportunity.
Second of the period for Tommy Moores. And as you said, the Bombers pull within one. 12th goal of the season for the defenseman, the senior. He doesn't want to see it end here, and timeout Strongsville.
Oh, boy.
Don't go away.
You got 55 seconds to refill your pretzel bowls, folks, because we got ourselves a game right now.
All right, so we're going to have a face-off here from center ice. And the Bombers need one more.
One more to tie this up. But if you're Strongsville, you continue to do what you've been doing. Harassing in the neutral ice, really putting a body on every one of the skaters from Kenston. You have an opportunity. Again, you're
All right, we gave Tommy Morris all the credit. He wears 11, but actually the goal has been awarded to Charlie McBride, the other defenseman, a freshman, number 14. So,
wow.
And I don't think Tommy Morris cares right now.
No.
He cares that they scored.
Cares they're close. That's exactly right.
So an 11 and a 14 as we're looking at the numbers real quick. But McBride, the goal scorer.
Crowds have come alive here. Last minute and 26.
Fans standing on both sides.
Here we go.
1:26 to go. Can Strongsville close it out? Will Kenston try and equalize? Down to minute 22. Svoboda back in the goal for the moment. It's dumped down low. He heads to the bench. Extra attacker going to be on again. It's sent up and out to neutral ice. Controlled by Moores. Moores sends it forward. Luke Mack dumps it in. 1:08 to go. Strongsville has it. They're going to clear it out to center ice once again. Moores is on it. Moores with a minute left sends it forward into the offensive zone, but unable to. It's actually offsides. Delayed offsides. Kenston has to clear the zone. They send it up, but they turn it over for the moment. 50 seconds left. Sent forward. J.C. Pustai will bring it in. Pustai on the right flank. He'll shoot. Knocked down in front. On the left side, Cray. Cray has it. Sent up. Kept in by Morris. A great job by him. 37 seconds to go. Sent up. Knocked down by Rowell. He dives and keeps it in. But Strongsville is able to finally control and clear it out all the way down. 27 seconds left. Time for maybe one more rush. A long outlet pass to center ice. It's controlled there, sent forward, knocked down. 19 seconds to go. Long outlet pass, but still in the neutral zone. Strongsville's going to clear it one more time, down to 10 seconds. 10 seconds away from a championship. They chip it forward, but controlled by Strongsville. It's sent down the ice.
That's it.
Wait, it will be icing with 1 second left.
1 second.
The Mustangs begin the celebration, but there's still a second left, but all but done right now. The Strongsville Mustangs.
They may be adding some more time there, Tim. I think they blew the whistle with about 2, maybe 3 seconds left.
You are right. There's a conversation going on right now down by the scorer's table.
Currently 1 second remains in the third period. Oh, 1 second. They're keeping it at 1, looks like.
So for the third time in 24 hours, both white games yesterday had face-offs in the final 2 seconds. This one comes with 1 second, and all that really stands between the Mustangs and the Barron Cup is a drop of the puck. The whistle blows. And a shot and a save.
That's it.
And the Strongsville Mustangs are the 2024 Barron Cup 2 champions.
Holy
for the
cow.
first time in school history. The Mustangs, what a Cinderella story. They knock off Kent Roosevelt. They knock off the number 1 seed CVCA Royals, and then they knock off the 29-win Kenston Bombers, and the Mustangs will take the Barron Cup to Strongsville for the first time.
Holy cow,
in the history of the program.
They did everything right in this game. They took advantage of every opportunity. They played terrific defense. Their special teams really won this game for them, scoring 3 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal, and then 2 even strength. Wait.
2 power plays.
2 power plays. 2
one
even
shorthanded,
strength.
one shorthanded and an even strength goal. Actually, you're right. You were right the first time. 3 power play goals.
3 power
2
play
on
goals.
the 5-on-3, and then 1 on a 5-on-4 and a shorthanded. When you score 4 times on special teams, you're going to win a championship, and they did that
They certainly
today.
did.
They needed every one of them, 5-4. Congratulations to the Strongsville Mustangs.
Wow.
The 17th win is the sweetest for the
There
Mustangs.
it is.
And I'll tell you what.
They're taking the trophy home.
What a turnaround for this team from the start of the year. The Mustangs almost incredulous in the line here. And congratulations to head coach Troy Grawl.
He's got to be pumped for that.
The seniors, Will Grozen, Brett Kappel, and Jackson Niedermeyer. And then, of course, Michael Galchik, who started this game. So just 4 seniors. The future is likely bright. They'll have to replace Grozen and Kappel, who scored the majority of their goals. But This team grew up this year.
Absolutely.
And hats off to Cole Clark.
Absolutely. I mean, that right there, we talk about special teams, but goalie play is huge in these tournament games, and he was great all night. Gave up goals for sure, but was there when his team needed him in the crunch, and that's exactly what you want from a young goalie in Cole Clark. Fantastic, fantastic performance all around by the Mustangs. They did everything they needed to do.
And we said before, and I've got to confess, I said, where's Will Grozen? Well, we figured it out. It took us a little bit.
Yeah,
but
sure did.
He knew the assignment today with the two huge goal scorers in Rao and Cray. The job was to just make sure that they kept him in check, and he did that from his defensive spot today. And you see, again, the great sportsmanship going on. Gavin Rao chatting with several of the Mustangs. That is Sebastian Hood, and I believe Brady Eichmiller.
You got to feel great for the Strongsville team. Look, at one point they were 5-10, and they go on to win 12 of their last 14 games to win the Barron Cup championship.
What a story for the Mustangs. And for the Kenston Bombers, a bitter pill to swallow. 29 wins, now 2 losses and 3 ties. They will have a date next week in the state playoffs, but you play for the Barron Cup.
Yeah.
And they will have to reset and retool. Gavin Rao will be back, but Troy Cray done. And you see the captains. That's Cray and Tommy Moores, also a senior, coming forward to get the second place plaque. It's not what they wanted, but, I mean, hats off to Kenston. What a season they've had.
Absolutely. What a great season. What a great, again, you win 29 games. That's a lot of team production, and it's a lot of great team memories.
It is. All right, as we did during the first award ceremony, we're going to listen to the public address announcements of the individual players getting their medals, and then we'll be back with you to wrap up things after the Barron Cup is awarded.
Number 26, Archie Ball. Number 24, Dustin Ribozak. Number 23, Rod Hockey. Number 22, Gavin Kern. Number 19, Dakota Hood. Number 18, Ryan Shasta. Number 11, Nolan Miller. Number 10, Billy Ali Posia. Number 8, Carlos Flores Adami. Number 7, Eric Dobsky. Number 5, Sebastian Hood. Number 4, Christian Smith. Number 6, Jason Niedermeyer. Number 20, Brady Eichmiller. Number 15, Brett Capel. Number 21, Michael Galchik. Number 12, Will Rosen. And number 30, Cole Clark.
And this is the moment on Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio on Sports on Tap. Tim Nichols and Sean Duffy that the Strongsville Mustangs have been waiting for. The Strongsville Mustang captains will collect the Barron Cup Capel, Jackson Niedermeyer, Will Grozen, and Michael Galchik take it home to Strongsville for the first time in school history. The Strongsville Mustangs, Barron Cup champions.
Good, great, fantastic opportunity, and you got to feel great for Strongsville again. You know, did a great job and really came into this game and played as good a hockey against a team like Kenston that you could to get this win. And congratulations to them on a championship season.
And now they celebrate with their fans. They weren't the best all year. My goodness, somebody just smashed into the boards. Gets right up. It was
Capel.
It was Capel. They called him the hitman.
I guess so.
He just wanted to hit the boards one more time in celebration, perhaps. But they are celebrating with their fans. Congratulations to Strongsville again. What a turnaround. What a season. They weren't the best all season long, but they were best at the end. And
that's where it matters.
Yeah, how sweet it is. This is what you play for in Northeast Ohio. None of these teams playing here this week is likely to win a state championship.
That's true.
You play for the Barron Cup, and the Strongsville Mustangs can treasure that cup all season long and, frankly, for a lifetime. They are Barron Cup champions. It never goes away.
First time in school history, Strongsville is now Barron Cup 2 champions. Barron Cup champions.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, doesn't matter.
The Kenston Bombers skate off the ice, and they are serenaded and applauded by their fans.
No shame in their game at all. They were good all year.
It'll be a bitter pill to swallow, though.
Yep.
Out in Bainbridge, where they are from. But Strongsville, champions. And congratulations to the Mustangs.
What a fun night. Wasn't it a fun night?
It's been a fun day.
2 great games. It's been a fun day for most of us because we've been here. We got to watch 2 great Red Division semifinal matchups. We got to watch the Barron Cup 3 champion. Congratulations to the Normandy Invaders on their Barron Cup 3 championship. And we just saw the Strongsville Mustangs, the first time in school history, coming home with the Barron Cup 2 trophy against as they get a 5-4 victory over the Kenston Bombers.
And I got to say, I'm pretty fortunate here because we spent 4 years at CVCA Livestream doing broadcasts, and Ed Dick was unavailable tonight, and
he was.
I was a fortunate participant to sit alongside you and call these 2 games tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Tim, it's been an absolute pleasure. You've been a wealth of information. You've been able to help us out all week and been sitting with us talking hockey. You can't get a better atmosphere than the Barron Cup. It's fun every time, and we can't thank you enough for stepping in and pinch hitting for Ed. We will be back tomorrow to broadcast the Barron Cup 1 tournament where Mentor will take on Benedictine. We will hopefully have a full roster with everybody there. We're talking Josh Jeffy, who's done a great job on the 1s and the 2s tonight.
Hats off to Josh.
Jeff Troutman, doing director of Center Ice Cam, been knocking all those shots down. We will have Rob Troutman, our technical director, back. He was on assignment tonight, as well as Ed Dick. We are looking forward to bringing you one more Barron Cup championship game, and if these games tonight were any sort of indication, we're in for a great game tomorrow, starting at high noon here at the Brooklyn Recreation Center.
So make sure you follow Sports on Tap on social media. Make sure you subscribe and like them on their YouTube page. And for one final time, we'll give a shout out to the folks that help us make it possible.
Exactly, our sponsors. We love our sponsors here. Ray Felton State Farm. Go ahead and visit their website, www.rayfelton.com, or call them at 234-284-2996. RRT Productions, we shoot, we edit, you win. You visit their website at rrt-productions.com. Hand-Built Leather Good, our sponsor of the trips to the Sin Bin. Make sure you visit their website, handbuiltleather.com. And Troutland Entertainment. Give them a call at 330-414-4261 or give them an email at troutlandent@gmail.com. On behalf of Josh Jeffy, Jeff Troutman, Rob Troutman on assignment, Ed Dick on assignment, Noah Jacobson on assignment, our special guest, our pinch hitter, our MVP of the week, Tim Nichols. I am Sean Duffy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will come back tomorrow noon for the Barron Cup 1 championship. You're listening and watching Sports on Tap on our YouTube page. We'll see you tomorrow.
So long, everybody.